Okay. Um, I guess today's topic is about the fact that um, I just need an outlet, to I guess broadcast my vibration into the cosmos. I'm not really after anything in particular. Um, you know, um, I don't mind to expose myself to streams of energy and other souls, and to make connections, to do business, to work on creative projects, and do stuff. um but the greater purpose is not that being like the goal, because feels like there is no goal. I've been doing heaps of different things in my life, left and right, up and down, X and Z and Y axis, and multiple dimensions of jobs. Man, sometimes I'll work in my sleep. Um, I mean, I guess sometimes that does actually literally happen because of workflows and automations and stuff that you could set up. But also just dreaming about clocking in a 9 to 5. Um, it's like as if I didn't have enough work that I do during the waking world, then I go to sleep and I sleep about working again. And you know, it's still good. I still enjoy it when I see, or at least when I can remember a dream. I do enjoy revisiting that. In fact, there are quite a lot of dreams that I do remember, and I have shared that with friends, family. I have kept with a few, and some with myself, and some of them I have logged them in a creation that I started. I think, yeah, more than a year now. And a great project that is holds a great space and love in my heart. And it's like, as soon as in my life I had this specific epiphany and realization, and then I just wanted to create a tool that I would use, whenever, not every day, but whenever I need to do that type of task. But then, for a lack of a better word, like a task or activity or something. Um, for instance, journaling. I just want to write that down. Sure, I have like Apple Notes on me phone, or I don't know, Google Notes, or a pure notepad on Windows. But or Obsidian, and then uh, but like it's not, in a way I could say, like a good repository of information that I have made, and I want to use that to do stuff. So um, on a productive, professional, or even on a productive, geeky upgrades that you could do, sure, you could actually literally connect up your LLM model with or use a Hermes agent, and then just start automating everything and run stuff locally on your machine, and just have like different knowledge bases essentially for different projects, and some could just be your home stuff. And that's like a really liberating, and people are already doing that. um so like that's an idea, right? And but um what was or is there for me is like having an interface where it's around a bigger picture. And for that, that's where Mercury 91 was born. Like 1 month and maybe 3 months um, is It has been that long since I've been started working on this project. So it's a vivid and great project, and it's super close to my heart. Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for being here, for sharing this moment, for giving me the space to be heard. And I would love to, read and hear back from you, um, if any, or if anyone ever listening to this. Um, yeah. Yeah, get some water. The cool thing about the now is that it's constantly in the now, and it's never really bored. Our attention is the only currency, or the only thing that we ever have, and our attention span been bombarded, is already being bombarded left and right with our own thoughts, with social media, with the next thing that keeps on happening. The moment is constantly changing, and so is all the thoughts and emotions and stuff, as if we're all in this cauldron of mix and matches of these, say, chemicals. So here I am, uh, in the dream of existence, and that's, I guess we can talk about Mercury. Haha, you can visit Mercury 91 for a lifetime access only for the founding members for free, by using the code Mercury 91. Hurry up before the price goes to a lifetime access for only $123. Yes, that's right. Um, to gain access to the universe, you have to pay. You think you're in a samsara? Guess what? You've got to pay, and that's what Mercury 91 is all about. People paying to be inside a universe, and that universe is really, um, the universe of the self. It's a collection and a gallery or a museum, reflection of you, of me. Um, that then truly becomes not just a repository or a knowledge base of my thoughts, of my logs, of my journals, of my imagination. Rather, it's a fluid collection that all makes up me. Could be the ego me, no ego me. I guess, like, who cares? I certainly don't. Um, I'm honest with the dreams that I have, and I tend to, add that to my universe on Mercury 91. So there's this 3D universe that runs on the web, and which is really hard to optimize. And there, I can click and log a dream, and it's multimedia, like voice, type, add a photo reference or a video or whatever. I just tend to type it out, and then just, log it. Sometimes I do some audio ones. I guess that's like really good when you wake up and you just have to say it. And so, like, turning that, for instance, because there's heaps of dream logging apps, right? And you've got this cookie cutter business monetization where it's like, oh, to log this and do this, free to sign up, download our app, and then to add audio voice, you have to, pay or subscribe. God damn subscriptions, man. Another subscription fatigue just to hold on to store information about my dreams, and like, and that's the irony of technology, the freedom that is, yet we've just been enslaved into paying so much, man. Ultimately, it's just about storing a light as information in a way that it can be, read and written on, or as to do stuff. That's why I love computers, hard drives, SSDs, RAM, a GPU, VRAM. Like data has to go and live in those places, man. Um, so sure, nothing is for free. That's why to hold that type of information, we charge $123, but right now it's free uh, for just a few more months, maybe, or maybe tomorrow we'll pull it out. Um, ha. Um, but yeah, so like I just had to create that, and I've been, and that was like, when I was meditating many years ago. Um, there I felt the void, the emptiness, and first, sure, like I went through acknowledging or putting my attention in the spaces between thoughts, spaces between words, sounds, and appreciate silence for a while. As in, like, be present when there is sound, and be present when there is silence. I wonder what my next thought is going to be, and then hold on without thinking, without doing anything. Man, life is good. Life is an onion, the layers are just deep and wide and infinite, and it's just fascinating. Um, so I was like, all right, I want to, I saw the universe, or I'm imagining the universe, and I see lights, I see dust, I see vibration, gravity, I see everything, and then there is this um ball of text floating in space, and that's what I have written. It's like, you know you say stuff, and now it exists inside the universe. So every word, every star has a purpose in that sense. um so I was like, what if, as you're exploring the universe, you see some object in space and you click on it, and it's some random wise thing some random human has put. They posted something. Like, oh, cool. Um, so like then it in a way becomes like a social media feed, but laid out completely differently. Then it becomes designed to not be on dopamine receptors, but be in presence. Um, to give time to your attention to chillax, to slow down. And this is just then becomes the beginning of Mercury91.com, which is part of the Kindred Sky projects. All right. Yeah. Hariom, thank you so much, and goodbye.